I explode to the wall from Kaduna State. I didn't have to come to Nigeria at national level.
Wow.
From Kaduna, I became a
global
figure. But how did God do it? Through also listening to friends. God can speak through anybody.
Yeah.
It depends on what you are taking from what the person is saying. My friend told me, why you are too big for Zaria. You need to be global. And let me say this, I wasn't struggling. I was catering for myself and even supporting some of my colleagues in school. God have made finances now not to be a burden. But I needed scratch around 4 a.m. in night, that same night. I wake up and I pray to God. I've never done that before. I prayed to God. I said, see, if I should die, let me die. But this study, if your hands is in me for me to graduate, then make a means for me. I am tired that I cannot afford 5 naira for myself. I am tired. So God saw that kind of intensity of prayers. And that same money, another auntie of mine from Kano, have to send me money. But let me also say there is discipline with money. I also started doing lesson teacher. They were paying me 2,000 every month. Imagine 2,000 every month. And I'll pay 200 naira tithe. I was diligent with it. So gradually, I now seeing God opening. You will get invitation. Sometimes you will sit, like while we were sitting with him, I still got another invitation. Wow. You know, I am in Abuja, but most times I'm not even where I collected here in Abuja. My house in Kaduna, I barely even stay. And by the grace of God, I came back to Nigeria when, was it yesterday or day before yesterday? Sometimes I will say, if you want to see me, just ask me where is my current location. So the counter with the WHO, and I sat with Daniels, our friend then, and he told me I am way above Zaria. I should be looking at global level. He said, do you want to be a local champion, a state, a national, or a global champion? I said I want to be a global champion. He said, you can't be a global champion here in Zaria. I said, so how do you want me to be a global champion? He said, Ron, you need to start going to places where your impact and your values can be appreciated by other people. But how do I go? He wants me to leave Nigeria. And you know flight ticket is very expensive, that time. So what happened? To the glory of God, I heeded. He called somebody in the immigration. They gave me a passport. I did a passport, which I paid, I think, 35,000 or 30,000. 24 hours after, I was in UNICEF. An opportunity come for one of them to go. And the person said he's not going. I said, see, call them and tell them I'm going on your behalf. He said, but you are not working with you. And I said, call them. He said, you, these young people, if they don't do what you want, you won't give somebody peace. He called. And they now said, okay, I should send my passport cover page. Now imagine I have not done international passport. Will that opportunity ever suffice? So that ends to say, God will cut it and serious you are. Because that one journey that I left Nigeria to Ivory Coast, I ended up being elected as a board member for West that I was overseeing, and 7 countries across East and Southern Africa that I was overseeing, with about 3 Opala Uganda and staff that we were overseeing. Now, from that particular level of regional exploit, remember he said he would give me early rise. Now, this happened 2017. 2 years after, December 2018, I got offered to join the board of Global Fund. Some of you might not know what Global Fund is. Global Fund is the world's largest financial institution for HIV, TB, and malaria. We spend an annual $5 billion every year, dollars, and then mobilize about 18 billion every 3 years. So being in that space now where you sit with head of states. Wow. Remember, if na me do am, I go use my mouth to say, I use connection. Yeah. I know this person, I talk to this person. No. But when you sit there, you are sitting with ministers, you are sitting with ambassadors, you are sitting with head of state. These are people that on a normal day, you cannot what? Approach. Continue to move me from what I sit now in different platforms. But it didn't start like this. And even as I am there, it didn't change my conviction. With all the things that UNICEF have shown me, I am somebody who become a vessel that one find expression. Why can't you be the one sponsoring musicians? You understand? God have elevated you from the point that the studio yourself. Why can't you be the one to invest in people? So when some we even procure laptops for them. If you say you want to be IT, we take you, you learn. In just this caro, these marabags, we have 10 people that we have empowered. They went and learned. We procure new laptops, we give them. Different states we have done that. Is that not amazing? If I have said I want to still be jumping from one stage to another stage.
Rapping.
The only thing I will have been known for will be he is a musician. And I'll only be excited that I see my face in poster. Yes? Or maybe Radio House will invite me. But now God put me where now. Those things that I will have used money to get, now they look for, we say, we want you to come and talk about this. Whereas if you are the one time, you go and pay them for air time.
That's true.
And let me say something, maybe it will. The art and its fullness thereof is the Lord. There is deep meaning to this.
No, we'll keep the spiritual for Sunday.
Maybe not maybe. The fact that I've seen things working